What's up guys, welcome back to SuperGamingManga, and today I'm going to explain to you the importance of different rules that you should keep in mind while building out your teams for Pokemon competitive play. But first, I think I should remind you guys once again that if you like my content, don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below in the comment section if you need any help regarding the stuff shown in my videos. Okay, so I think we should start now. But if you haven't seen my previous video of the Showdown basics, then I think you should check it out. Link will be in the description below. The first and the foremost thing that I want to say that you should keep in mind while building out your teams is that people play games to relieve them from their stress and tension, not add more of it on top of their existing frustration. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to use a Pokemon you don't like just cause it is good and competitive, and that is why I'm not going to suggest any specific Pokemon. Rather, I'll explain to you the different rules that you should keep in mind while building out your teams, and I'm not going to go too deep about each topic since the video will get too long, but I'll try to simplify the whole thing as much as I can so that you guys can understand the basics properly. That will help you in growing your knowledge about the competitive scenario that currently exists in the meta. Okay, so I'm going to start it by keeping myself player as a reference. So if you ask me, I don't like this stall playing Pokemon much, because by stall play I mean using Pokemons that either have super high defenses like Shuckle or massive HP stat like Blissey. Some Pokemons are also unique due to the ability or moveset, but those are less rather than pure defense or HP Pokemons. I always use stall as my last resort since it is not my type. I like to play in an offensive manner, but according to me, nor offense nor stall can be strong on their own. Either your Pokemons are too frail to take a hit, or they don't have enough damage output to defeat the opponent. So I came up with 3 rules that I always keep in mind while building out my teams. So these 3 rules are as follows. I'm going to explain each rule bit by bit, not going too deep in each topic, but still the bare minimum I can say that is. Okay, so first the offensive type. By offensive type I mean Pokemon that can deal massive damage either through stat boosts or just base stat itself. This type is further subdivided into 2 groups. The first, fast sweeper and bulky sweeper. So let me explain to you both the differences. What are the differences between them? A fast sweeper refers to a specific type of Pokemon who can dish out massive damage and has good enough speed to surpass opposing Pokemons and attack first. But a huge drawback of this type of Pokemon is that on one hand it can deal massive damage, but on the other hand it is too frail to take hits and retaliate. That is why fast sweepers are extremely high risk and high reward. A great example is Greninja. It can deal out massive damage, but it is too frail to even take one super effective hit. Well, then the next category comes, that is the bulky sweepers. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go into team builder and then the list, and here I'm going to select National Dex AG and then add Pokemon. See, here are a lot of Pokemon, and what I mean is by bulky Pokemons that these types of Pokemons are those who are not fast enough to outspeed the enemy, but are strong enough both defensively and offensively to take a hit and in return dish out massive damage. A good example is a Tyranitar. So you can check which Pokemon has the better stats, like just by clicking on this, and then the highest it will show you in descending order. Like I clicked in speed, the highest speed in the current game is 200 of 200, that is Regieleki. So Regieleki has a speed of 200. Then comes Deoxys speed, the Ninjas, Pheromosa, and then the list goes on, but still the highest one is Regieleki. Then if you want to see an attacker, the highest attacker is Mewtwo Mega Mewtwo X, that is 190 base attack, so it's pretty high. And its defenses are also strong, and speed is kinda, because well, it's a legendary mega, so what do you expect? It's kind of fulfills all the roles, a fast sweeper, bulky sweeper, whatever you want to call it, but it fulfills all the roles properly. Anyway, so what I was talking about is you can just click here to see which Pokemon has the best stat that suits you. Well, I'm going to make a team that have all the things that you can have. So the first thing is that I told you guys about the fast sweeper and bulky sweeper. Now comes the second thing, that is second role in building out a team, that is the defensive role. Some Pokemons, as I stated at the start of the video, have huge HP stat or massive defenses, or both. A good example of this is Chansey and Blissey, as they have a crap ton HP. Actually, they have super HP. Let me show you. See, at the top of the list, it's Blissey with 255 points in HP, and then it's Chansey with 250 HP. So, well, they have massive HPs. That's why they can tank a lot of hits. Then comes, well, or some Pokemon are extremely annoying with specific movesets. Like, let me show you. Clefable. It has this ability called Unaware, which means this Pokemon ignores other Pokemon's stat changes when taking or doing damage. It means it will not take into consideration the opposing Pokemon's stat changes. Like if the opposing Pokemon uses its attack stat is raised by 4 stages, but it will still do what its base attack stat is. As much as its base attack stat would have done, that much it will only do, not anymore. And that you can see in the battles later on that will be coming. So this Pokemon's annoying moveset includes this: Unaware, then like Substitute, then what? Cosmic Power, then Minimize, and then at last comes Beat and Pass. It makes all the Pokemon substitute. What does it? User takes 1/4 of his max HP to put in a substitute. The substitute takes the hit for the user, and with the Minimize, most of the opponent's attacks will miss because its evasiveness will rise a lot. And then Cosmic Power, which will increase your defense and special defense by 1 stage. And then when all the stuff is done, just bait and pass to something else and then start sweeping their whole team. That's much annoying it is. You can't even hit it. That's the worst part. Okay, so since I am over this, but I would like to keep it in the defense. I'm not going to keep it in the defensive role of Clefable because Clefable isn't that much defensive. I would like to put this Clefable set more on the next category, that is the utility role. Now you may be asking that up till now it is pretty easy to understand since it was just about offense and defense. Now what is this utility? I think if I say this in simple words, it's the support role. These Pokemon are extremely valuable to team, but not in an offensive or defensive manner. Example of this will be Pokemon with the ability Prankster. What Prankster does is it gives status moves +1 priority to every status move. Taunt, Reflect, Light Screen, whatever the status move is, it gives like +1 priority, which means you'll most likely always use those moves first. So they are really great for support role in a team. So I'm just going to make a team fast because the time is running out and I want to show you some matches too. So well, let's make the team. So actually I already have a team, so let's see. I already have copied it back then. Let me paste it, then save. Sorry, I made a mistake right here. Now it's okay. See, I have this Zygarde that has 252 HP EVs in HP and 252 in attack plus an adamant nature which boosts its attack even more. What it does is it can tank a lot of hits, even ice type moves it can tank a lot. And then comes this Grimmsnarl. What Grimmsnarl does is it with this thing called the light clay, reflect and light screen will last 8 turns instead of 5, which means it will be even more handy with the prankster ability that I told you earlier, and so it's kind of a very good Pokemon for support. Then comes this Cinderace, and well, Cinderace, let me classify these Pokemons in what I have told you so far. This Pokemon I think is more in a defensive role than an offensive role because it can tank a lot of hits. Then comes this Corviknight. Corviknight in my opinion is also defensive, while this is more of a special defensive Pokemon because I made it special defensive, and then I didn't make it special defensive, but it can tank a lot of hits due to Dynamaxing and then raising a special defense by using Max Quake. So is that, so it's more of a defensive role. And then this is what I call utility because, well, it doesn't support us in attacking. I still have an attack move in case, but still it doesn't support us in attacking or defending, but it gives us some leeway by using some reflect, light screen. You can see in the battles upcoming that are going to come, I mean, you whatever. So taunt. What taunt does is it breaks the flow of the opponent by making them not use the status move for 3 turns. It blocks their status moves for 3 turns. That means I can use my status moves for free, but they can't, which is always nice. Then comes Cinderace. Well, you may be thinking that, well, Cinderace is probably offensive, but I would like to call it the offensive utility because while it is offensive, it still provides some utility by having this Sucker Punch, which means Sucker Punch Liberal, which means it will always have a stab priority with such high power, which means it's always pretty nice, right, to have a priority that's also stab due to Liberal, its ability that this Pokemon's type changes to match the type of the move it is about to use. So whatever move it's going to use, like Pyro Ball will make it fire type, High Jump Kick will make it, well, fighting type, and then Sucker Punch will make it dark type. And Code Change what it does is if someone uses Stealth Rock or any type of hazards on you, or your opponent is using light screen or reflect, just use Code Change and those effects will be on your side, and if you have Stealth Rocks and all those hazards on your side, those will go on your opponent's side, which means it provides us some nice utility. So I'm going to call it the offensive utility Pokemon because it, while it provides offense to the team, but also provides utility in the process. Then comes Ditto. This is also an utility Pokemon, but it's still an offensive utility because Ditto with Choice Scarf means whatever, if your opponent uses a lot of status moves, I mean not status moves, the boost moves, power up moves, then what happens is then most probably your whole team is going to get swept, but not in the case if you have Ditto. If you send a Ditto, then due to its ability Imposter, it will automatically transform into the Pokemon that is facing, that is the opponent's Pokemon, with all those stat boosts and all the stuff, and with the Choice Scarf here, it will always go first in attack. Most of the time, this results in a reverse sweep. So it's still an offensive Pokemon, but utility also because it provides a lot of variation to the team. Then comes Corviknight. I told you earlier that it is mostly a defensive type. With this move, Bulk Up, Agility and Roost. Bulk Up will raise their attack and defense. Then Power Trip is such a move that if you, with every stat boost you have, it will add plus 20 power each time. That means, like, you have, every time your stats get raised, your attack power of this move will also rise. And with Agility, with 2 Agilities and 2 Bulk Ups, the power will kind of go to like 180 power, and it's mostly a sweep if the opponent can counter your team. Then comes Greninja. Well, the Greninja will Battle Bond is always good, but I also threw a Choice Scarf on it because, well, Choice Scarves in the normal form, Greninja's special attack isn't that much good, so a choice scarf is really handy in this case. And dark pulse and water shuriken and ice beam. Surf is obviously stab. Dark pulse is also stab. Water shuriken is priority, and ice beam is ice beam for dragon types, then grass types, all those things. So the final prediction is, the final thing is Zygarde is, well, defensive, and this is the Corviknight is defensive. Grimmsnarl, Cinderace and Ditto are, all three of them are utility. Ditto and Cinderace and Greninja are offensive. So I have 2 defense, 3 utility and 3 offense, which means, well, it's pretty much game, but not always the team wins, right? Most of the time it gets countered, some good team appears and totally walls you, but it's pretty good. You just you have to keep this in mind. Have some defensive, have some offenses and some utility, and you are all set. That is what I wanted to say. Now onto the battles. So guys, we are in the battle right now. I'm fighting Scyther SK, my friend, and thanks to him a lot for helping me out with the video. So I'm going to prove to you guys whatever I told up till now, everything that I told you guys that about the defense, offense and utility. I'm going to prove it right here. So I'm going to start with this Grimmsnarl, because what Grimmsnarl does is he has this ability called Prankster, which enables us to do stuff like use status moves or taunt, light screen, reflect. These 3 moves will always have a priority of +1. That means these moves will always go first. Not always. If the opponent uses a priority and its speed is higher than Grimmsnarl, then obviously it will go first, but normally in normal cases these moves will go first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use taunt on him so that he cannot use sword dance right here, and well, he didn't use sword dance. And okay, so actually this battle is not planned or anything. I'm just trying to show you guys what this set can do. Now reflect, it's probably faster, so it's going to hit me before I even reflect, but okay, no problem. Actually he did Grassy Glide, but I wanted to show something else, but no problem. We still have stuff here that I want to show. And he's using his Cinderace, but you might think that this thing can kill this, right? Let's see how much damage it does. Well, not much. Okay, so now this thing will, what will happen right now is if I do this agility, will it speed rise by how much? 285. Let's see. The speed will be like 285. That means 160. It should in theory outspeed the Cinderace, right? Let's see. Well, he switched anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we are at the equal speed as Cinderace, but I'm not going to give it any chance of doing any stuff, because this thing is very harmful. As I told you previously, it has a very annoying set. It will keep using those annoying moves, and well, it will be GG's in time. Okay, I'm not doing any damage. Oh shit. I'm just going to bulk up because I do have my Dynamax, so the minimize is not a very problematic thing right now. I'm going to agility too, so that I'm faster than most of the stuff. It's not going to do anything to me, to be honest. Let's bulk up. I'm going to show you what happens when... See, this move is power trip. Its power rises as much stat boost you get. With each stat boost, its power rises by 20, which means if I use power trip right now and I missed, great. To be honest, if it uses bait and pass, then I'll see what I can do, but I don't have any other moves anyway, so let's see what I can do here. I don't want to Dynamax right now, but still, let's see. Let's bulk up even more. He's boosting his stats and I'm boosting mine. Let's see who wins in the stat boosting game. Now this is at max power. Let's see how much it does. I don't think it will do much, to be honest, but yeah, it's doing nothing. Crap. Crap. Yeah, he's telling me to switch, but I wanted to show you something, but it didn't happen. So, yeah. I don't think Ditto will have any use. I'm just going to use Ditto to check its moveset. Okay. So it's an unaware set, right? Oh, that's why it didn't do damage. Right. I told ya, this is one of a hectic Pokemon to face. And I can't do anything right here, right now. Well, I think we should do some rematch. Guys, this went wrong, totally wrong. I wanted to show you something else, but something else happened. I'm going to forfeit right here and then find him again. And then get the battle. Wrong stuff happened there, but I hope this doesn't happen this time, and I'm not going to let it happen this time, to be honest. Go! This time though, let's see what happens here. Let's see who wins. Max Ooze. Oh, he wants to sweep me. It should do more damage, right? Yeah. Well, his Dynamax didn't do much. And I got some attack boosts from... Yeah, now he's going to use Cliff Fable. No, he didn't. Nice. It should do Crafton. I do have Sucker Punch, so it should not be a problem. Well, he knows I have Sucker Punch. Now it's a problem. Yeah. I used my Dynamax and now I'm in trouble. Let's see. Wow. That was some clutch. Let's see if Rillaboom dies here. No. I'm not going to fall for that. I was just going to fall for that. Let's see. This is going to be a tricky match, to be honest. His set is pretty nice. He made this team pretty nicely. Okay, I should be faster, but due to grassy terrain, it's not going to do much. Let's hit it with an Iron Tail. Well, this is getting bad, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting outclassed right here. In my video, someone is beating me. Nice. He will switch to Crit Fable, that I know. Yeah. But I'm not going to fall for the same trick twice. He doesn't have any moves, right? So, I do have Surf. It should do a pretty good damage because I don't have any stat boost and its unaware ability will negate stat boosts. Well, at least Necrozma is down. I showed you guys what this team does. This is my team, and well, I know this last thing was kind of BS, but still, I won, and that is what matters. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below in the comment section if you like the video. Also subscribe my channel and ring the bell icon for videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching.